Alright, what's up YouTube? This is your boy X Claymore Lord X coming to you with another video. I'm going to I think this will be the Pointless Morning Show episode 9. Man, it's so good to be back. And thank you guys for 101 subscribers. And I hope you enjoyed my Ice Bucket Challenge. So, in this episode of the Pointless Morning Show, I'm not going to hit on a particular game, but I'm going to hit on one of my favorite of all time animes. Like, if you're a diehard anime lover, or an otaku, or I think it's a wafu. Anyways, you should know about the legendary Claymore. Anyways, a little bit of brief history behind Claymore. Claymore was produced by a manga author or designer, whatever you want to call it, Norihiro Yagi, which, of course, if you know the name, it's a Japanese guy, so all that's pretty much not really important. But what is important is his work. Out of every anime I've watched, this has never been demoted to rank or to number 2, number 3, anything less than number 1 of my favorite spot. And if you don't know, Claymore is a 26 episode series. And in terms of the chapters, I want to say it's 100 I think it's going to be ending at like 158 or 59 or something like that. But, yeah, that's pretty much about it. But the story is based around a medieval Europe type style, like with the buildings being stone and, you know, wooden, and I think some of them are like concrete and stuff like that. I don't know why the heck I just thought of Spice and Wolf. Anyways, yeah, it takes around like a medieval Europe, like 1600 era, with kind of like a twist of like a prey, like a predator that preys on the human species, which are yomas, and the ones that have to fight them off are claymores, which really isn't technically the name of the warrior in the anime, because spoiler alert, if you don't want to watch it, click out. If you do and you don't mind, keep going. You've been warned. Claymore really isn't their name because their organization has no name, but as humans seen, they have this big giant claymore sword in their hand, which is 8 feet long and about, I want to say about 1.5 feet in diameter, like this way, widthwise. So 8 feet by 1.5 feet or so. And they use that to kill him. So how else can you acknowledge something if he has no name? You give him some type of characteristic. So them using a claymore sword will be that characteristic. So that's where they get the name from. The genre is it's action, adventure, gore, a little bit of romance here and there, comedy a little bit. I've seen a little bit of that in there, and more like fantasy, sci-fi, a bunch of around the fantasy, sci-fi, action area. Damn, my eyes are freaking hurting to this light. But yeah, that's pretty much the genre around it. The base of the story, you know, the creator of the thing, creator of the anime. I mean, I've watched this anime so many times. I could tell you the first 4 episodes without really thinking about it. So that'll be 2 hours of me talking and stuff like that. But I don't want to go for that. So, some of the main characters that if you were to watch it, that I feel have the creators have put the most effort into it, and like expanding their characters bio and all that kind of stuff, like their the plot to it with the characters, their past events, and all that kind of stuff. Would be, of course, Claire, which is the main character, well, the main character. Teresa, Helen, Deneva, Medea, and Galatea. I want to say those are the main six you really have to think about, because it does a lot of jumping from like the past to the present to the future type thing. Like, it does a lot of jumping around, so you have to kind of like know where the storyline is following. So, but out of those six main characters, there's a seventh one, but he's useless because even after 26 episodes, Todd Haberkorn, you made Rocky sound like a beautiful woman. I'm just messing, Todd. It's just, but, and Rocky does play a really big role, because he's like one of those support characters that you see. Oh, he's not really like, he's not a main character, but he's not a side character. He's like dead middle between the two, so he's like somewhat important but somewhat not. So it's definitely a really good anime to watch, because I still got it, and plus I got 25 books over there from it, so it's worth watching. I would rate it, in terms of plot, I would probably give it about a good 9.5 out of 10, because it definitely kept me interested in where the storyline was going. It wasn't just like, if you've ever seen Kano-Con, which I have that too, but that's a different story. It's just mainly, like two people. You can't really do much with 2-3 people. But with this, they have, I want to say they have at least 26 different, actual characters throughout the entire episodes. Like, you have, like, from Claire, Rocky, Teresa, all these different people, and they put just enough amount of history behind each character in the story to give you a good understanding how each character, how she or he behaves, and like all this kind of stuff. So they definitely put a really good amount of work into the character development. In terms of like keeping the attention of the watcher, let's just say I can watch all these back to back, which is 26 episodes, which is 13 hours, and not get bored. That's how good it can keep you interested into it. So I definitely would recommend this particular anime, because I mean, really, if it wasn't for this one, I would not have watched anime, period. Because I mean, after Dragon Ball Z got cut off and Naruto got cut off back in 2003, I was like, you know what, screw anime, because they're taking all the good ones away. But then I read that on the website and just fell in love with it. It's just that good. Let's see. In terms of like visual qualities, it's really good. Like with everything, the shadowing of the buildings, the light settings for like the dark areas. Like they want you to know it's dark and like evil kind of like thing. I can't even say that other word, but they give you just right amount of light to like give it that eerie feeling. It does give you a little bit of suspense, because like in some cases when the main character is trying to do this, the suspense that builds up to that moment that you're expecting is just so big that it literally sits you on your toes. You're like, and then once it hits you, you're like, whoa. I mean, they do a few plot twists here and there, and that's good and all. Like some cases it's not, but with this one, it's like a Italian chef. It's a spicy meatball. No, Anyways, if stop doing that. I don't know why, but it always does that. But anyways, this is kind of what the disc looks like. So just to know, or just let you know, it's a really cool disc. You know, just the design of it. It says like it says basically I'm playing, but what's on the inside is what's going to surprise you. That's what she said. Okay. Well, I guess that wraps it up about now for this episode, because I have to GTG right now. Well, I hope you like this video of the Pointless Morning Show. Hope you leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's right there, or right here, down there. Or if you're on a phone, it's like the little swipe button, whatever. Anyways, yeah, this is your host, Claymore Lord X out. Peace.